You know what I'm thinking? Every time you see Loki smiling, he's peeing his pants and loving it.
It's kind of a diabolical smile. Where do you think he's sending that pee?
Hello, everyone. So I am Squee, and this is my friend Oz.
Hey!
And we like movies. Considering that the summer movie season is about to start, we decided that this summer we're going to review movies because we needed something to do together. Bonding!
And we're starting with the Avengers 2.
No, actually, we're starting with Avengers 1.
What?
Avengers 2 isn't out yet.
I've seen Avengers 1. That came out like 100 years ago.
Yes, well, I'm a perpetual liar, so deal with it. Avengers was a Marvel movie directed by Joss Whedon, who's done notable things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods was awesome.
Although
he didn't direct that, he just produced that one.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh.
This guy.
Well, but Avengers. Avengers was the first collection of, or the first, I guess you could say, payoff for the Marvel movie initiative, which was to do a bunch of separate movies, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then put them all together in the Avengers. How did the movie actually stack up? Now, we had both, full admission, we'd both seen the movie before, so when we watched it again today, we tried our best to kind of approach it from a fresh perspective.
Impossible.
It was totally impossible. First things first, the story. I think that, especially for a superhero movie, story was really well written.
Oh, yeah. And they did a fantastic job of balancing everything out. They had so many characters, so many different colorful costumes, and you just kind of go in thinking this is not going to work.
No, when I first went to go see the movie, my first thought was this is going to be Tony Stark and friends.
Yeah.
And Joss Whedon, to his credit, he wrote a lot of it, so
yeah.
I kind of give him the credit for it. It really did feel like everyone got the spotlight, including, and I know people are going to hate this, I personally think Hawkeye did a great job in that movie and every scene that guy was in, he was doing something badass. But no, the movie, the plot was really well done. It was a bit predictable, but this isn't the kind of movie that's supposed to throw your mind through a loop.
It's a comic book movie.
Exactly. Predictability is not always a bad thing. And I think that they pulled it off well.
But they killed off Coulson.
Moment of silence for Coulson.
I heard he went to Tahiti.
I'm sure we'll never see him again.
He doesn't know. He doesn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm sorry. I'm too busy not watching Cabin in the Woods.
He did go.
Characters. What did you think of the characters in general?
Like I said, colorful. Lots of colors. This was the best iteration of the Hulk, besides the original 1980 CBS Hulk. This was the best one. But this one did actually have Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno did provide the voice of the Hulk, which is awesome.
Yes, it is. What I really liked is that not only were all the heroes together, but they didn't feel different. It still felt like the Tony Stark from all the other movies. It still felt like the Captain America from the first movie.
None of it felt forced.
Exactly.
It all works.
It's like Joss Whedon. It's like he didn't come in there and say, "I'm going to make my movie." It's like he really did approach it from, "I'm taking these already established characters and just putting them together, and how would they react?" And I appreciate that. I don't like it when directors hijack movies, and that's definitely not what happened here. Now, it should be pointed out that what kind of flaws are in the movie. In this movie, it's harder than others for me to kind of find because I think this movie is extremely well done, but it does have its moments. One that I think of in particular, the Hulk's big reveal of "I'm always angry." Even though it hits you in the feels, you're kind of like, yeah, wait.
Wouldn't you always be the Hulk?
So there was that, and of course Loki is kind of a love-hate relationship with Loki. The guy who plays Loki is amazing.
Tom Hiddleston's a genius.
Yes,
and the ladies love him.
It's an amazing character. I really love it. It's really fun. On the other hand, you got to accept the fact that the villain of this movie is a whiny brat.
Right.
He like Hawkeye was a more credible and threatening villain than Loki was.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue is incredibly snappy, tons of one-liners, very comic booky.
It's very Joss Whedon-esque.
It is, and I love that thing, but for some people they don't like it because it takes them out of the moment. No one talks like that.
Yeah.
No one is that clever all the time. And for some people that'll destroy the immersion, so it should be at least pointed out.
Yeah, but again, you got to know what you're going into when you're going into the Avengers.
Yes, very true. So, should you go see it? Should they go see it?
Yes.
Yes, dear
Why
God.
wouldn't you? I took my mother to see this movie. This was her idea, too. It was pretty awesome. So I took her on Mother's Day, and I knew I was in for a headache when Loki first showed up, and she leaned over and said, "Who is that?" She ended up loving the movie. So anybody who has not seen the ones, I say go see them first. But if you haven't seen the ones that lead up to the Avengers, still holds up solid.
They did a fantastic job of making it a movie on its own. What should you expect when you go see this movie? I have personally believed that a lot of people are disappointed in movies because they don't expect the right thing when they go see it. When you go see this movie, you should not expect M. Night Shyamalan type twist or Shakespearean type plot romances or anything like that. You should go in with proper expectations. When you go see Avengers, it's a popcorn flick. So don't go expecting no plot holes and everything to make perfect sense, and don't just go, have a good time, sit back, eat some popcorn, and enjoy a really well written and very snappy dialogue type movie.
Also, to be fair, you should never expect the Shyamalan twist.
Oh, drinking game.
Every movie has a drinking game.
Every movie has a drinking game.
And we're bound to find it. So I think there is a couple for this movie.
There are. Let's go with the runners up first.
Snappy dialogue. Anytime you think you heard a line that was definitely like Joss Whedon-esque.
Anytime Loki pees his pants.
Yes, anytime Loki smiles and pees his pants and sends it God knows where.
Anytime you hear the word Avengers Initiative.
Ooh.
But the one we're going to choose is anytime Loki uses his magical staff of destiny and prepare for some liver poisoning. That thing is used like... If you go up to Wikipedia and to type in movie prop, I would be amazed if that thing is not there.
Yeah, you're going to be hammered in the first 10 minutes.
So, that's what we think. We think it's a great movie. You should go see it. Be prepared if you actually plan to play a drinking game. And hopefully we'll have an episode like this for you guys every week. Especially once May starts and the movie season starts. We'll try and catch the most anticipated movies. Sometimes if it's a slow week, we may watch a movie that's not supposed to be so great. But that's how you learn the surprises.
Yeah. So. And if you guys have suggestions, let us know. Mm-hmm. We'll watch whatever you want us to watch. Even if we don't want to watch it.
Is that a thing we decided? He didn't consult me on this.
The power's in your hands.
Crap.